let's talk about body hair. Or more specifically, body hair removal. Hey guys, welcome to a new video. It has been almost 2 years since I started using the Kenzie IPL device. This video is very kindly sponsored by Kenzie, and I'm going to give you a little update on what it's like 2 years in. 2 years of using IPL for hair removal on my body, what my experience has been like, the current state, I guess, of my body hair. Just checking in, and 2 years later, would I still recommend getting this device? I first started using my IPL device because I do like to remove some of my body hair, and before this I used to shave, and I would have to shave pretty frequently to avoid getting stubble or regrowth. I would get regrowth within a day usually, and my hair would grow back really thick and coarse and noticeable very quickly. So it took up a considerable chunk of time to take care of that, and I was hoping that IPL would drastically reduce the amount of time I would have to spend on body hair removal, and it has absolutely done that, which is one of the biggest reasons why I love and still use my device. It saves me a lot of time. It is really quick and easy to use. I can use it at home, and it gives quick and long-term results, which is ultimately what I was looking for. And by quick results, I mean as fast as 2 to 3 weeks, you start seeing a difference, and you should start seeing full results at around 12 weeks after you first start using this. Results being reduced hair growth. The hair that does come back is much thinner, lighter. The hair grows back patchy, and it grows back much slower than it did before. When you purchase a Kenzie IPL device, what comes in the box is, of course, the IPL device itself. It also comes with a really long cable, which is perfect for using ease, because you do need to have it plugged in while you're using it. You get an instruction manual with a quick start guide and a skin color guide, and 3 attachments that can be used for hair removal but also skincare purposes. So in case you're unfamiliar with the concept of IPL, it is intense pulsed light, which is used to reduce hair growth, obviously make the hair thinner, and ultimately result in hair removal. And how this works is the light travels through the pigment in your hair into the hair follicle, weakening it, and causing the hair to grow back, less thick and dark, and all of those good things that we want. IPL is completely safe to use, it is convenient, it's effective, and it's a wonderful method of long-term at-home hair removal. Oh, and important to mention, it is pain-free. I have done laser hair removal in a salon in the past before, which was indeed quite painful. This, not comparable to that at all. A complete breeze to use. If this sounds good to you, I do have a discount from Kenzie that you can use. The code is LU1, gets you $50 off of your purchase. You can use the link in the description box below, or go directly to the Kenzie website, which is KENZZI. So how this works is really simple. You just plug in the device, turn it on with this button on the back here. You can press that several times to choose the intensity of your light pulses. I use mine at full intensity. I've been using it for a long time now, but if you're just starting out, you might want to ease into it a little bit. This large button in the center here is the pulse button. You press that once to flash the device, and if you hold it pressed for a couple seconds, you will get into glide mode, which will then automatically keep flashing, which is great for treating larger areas such as the legs, for example. You should do that about once a week, and then you should have results in 2 to 3 weeks with full results in 12 weeks. And then you can just upkeep however often you feel is necessary. Can be once a week or less if your hair takes longer to grow back. Okay, so my 2-year update. I use it on a weekly basis, although I have slacked a little bit throughout the move, I have to say. And I'm actually surprised, even in doing that, how well my hair is still doing, or I guess how little it has grown back. I used this once a week very consistently for obviously well over a year and a half, and I have noticed a huge reduction in the amount of hair, but also in the thickness. The hair that does grow back, especially on my legs, it's so much thinner, so much lighter. So my entire hair removal routine has been reduced to once a week. I shave once a week. I go over with my Kenzie IPL device, and then I can get away with not doing anything for the entire week, which is insane to me. I have had laser hair removal on my armpits, as I mentioned before, and I have been using my IPL for maintenance, so I haven't gone back to the salon at all since I've been using this, and now I just only use my IPL device, and it has worked really well. I barely have any hair on my armpits. There as well, I only shave once a week. Honestly, often even after a week, I feel like it's not that necessary yet, which is absolutely incredible. And treating the armpits is so fast. It's just... Let me actually demonstrate, show you what my leg currently looks like. And my leg hair, I haven't shaved in 4 days. I think. Yeah, 3 or 4 days. So by this time I will usually have a tiny little bit of stubble, but again, the hairs are so thin and light that you barely notice it, and I can definitely still go a couple more days, I think, with this. I honestly love my device so much. I went back into a routine with it as soon as I could after we moved in here, and I absolutely love what it has done for me. It really has made my relationship with my body and my body hair, I guess, much more comfortable. I used to feel embarrassed about my body hair when I was younger and before I started using this, and when it would grow back so quickly and it would just take a lot of time, and it was a huge kind of like deal in my mind, and this has helped reduce that so much. Not just through reducing the time I have to invest in my body hair, but also the way it looks if I don't invest that time. It never grows back as thick and dark anymore as it did before, so even if I do neglect shaving and things like that for a little while, it's not as noticeable, and I feel much more comfortable with that. I love that I don't have to leave the house to get any treatments. I love that it is pain-free, unlike, you know, epilating, which I've tried, and waxing was just horrendous. It really has changed the way I view hair removal and that part of my kind of, you know, beauty routine. So yeah, I can highly recommend if you are considering IPL and it works for your hair and skin color, definitely give it a try. Again, I do have that discount code for you guys. It is Loepsie1, gets you $50 off, which takes the multifunctional IPL device from $349 to $299. And again, this is the multifunctional one, which does also have skin treatment attachments, so it, you know, serves multiple functions. What do you know? So once again, you can go there through my link in the description box below, or just go to kenzie.com and use that code for $50 off. Now, I do actually know that some of you purchased these after my previous videos that I did with Kenzie, so I would love to know how you've been doing with that. What are your results? Do you enjoy using your device? Do you still use it? Do please let us know in the comments. I would love to hear. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you for hanging out with me for this body hair chat. And I will see you on Friday with a new house update. Are you excited? I am excited. Have a great day, and I will see you very soon. Bye!